Hello, Eagle Nation. My name is Peter Bluetrike, and I'm the Executive Director for University Housing. We're doing a little segment that we're calling This Week with Pete. So this week with Pete, we thought it'd be good to start off with, what are we thankful for? Because it's November. What am I thankful for? I'm thankful every day that I get to work at Georgia Southern University, because I get to work because I'm the Executive Director for Housing with some of the best folks, period, on campus anywhere. And I enjoy coming to work every day to serve you, our students. Now, also, what we're going to be doing with This Week with Pete, we're going to be answering some of your burning questions. Burning questions. So what are those burning questions? You need to submit those. So you have these little devices in your hand where you can tweet things. So we're going to be doing a little thing at the bottom of the screen about where you can tweet those questions. And then you know what we're going to do? We're going to answer some of them. That's what we're going to do. So, but I want to issue a little challenge first. What's the challenge? We need to do challenges to keep you engaged, keep you wanting to watch this. So the first challenge is going to be that I'm going to invite Coach Lunsford. Love to have you come. Just answer a few questions. Take about 5 minutes of your day. Come over here and just answer a few questions about what the great things are going on with the football program. Now, who is going to be our first guest? Our first guest is going to be Jeff Yon, Executive Director for University Dining. And you can ask him all sorts of questions, like what's in that red sauce really? Or anything else that you may want to ask. But right now we've got about 3 questions that we're going to answer on This Week with Pete during this episode. Our first question comes from here. So we've got the first question. And if I was a student at Georgia Southern, what on-campus job would I have? Well, I think everybody should probably try to get an on-campus job. It just helps you be more engaged on campus. Working on campus is easy. But for me, what is my position again? Executive Director of Housing. Oh yeah, so I would probably be an RA as my first job. It's a great job to have on campus. You learn a bunch of leadership skills. You're very engaged with students. You get to give back to the university. And also it's a pretty good financial package. So we try to help you take care of your housing. You have a small meal plan. And again, you're part of a group of about 130 RAs on the Statesboro campus and about 30 on the Armstrong campus. So it's a great opportunity to be engaged and get to give back to the university and also work with students and mentor them the way you would want to have been mentored as a first-year student living on campus or sophomore, junior, or senior living on campus. So I wonder if we've got any more questions that we need to answer. So, okay, we've got another one. So I wonder what this is going to be. What is the best gaming console? You know, according to me, right? Because I'm a gamer. Do I look like a gamer? I'm not a big gamer, but I do game. And why do I game? Because my kids game. And what have I been playing a lot of right now? Fortnite. And the next question you're going to ask me is, do I have a dub, as you young people call it? Yes, I have a dub, but I'm not a great builder, but I do play Fortnite. The next game I think we're going to get into, of course, is the new Call of Duty, because that seems pretty cool. People are playing it now and seems like something I could get into. And what do I play it on? Play it on a PS4. And I think I'm not going to get into a big debate about what's the best console out there. Let's face it, you go buy the console that most of your friends have so you can play with them. Now with the new technology and the ability to cross platforms, though, I think that may be changing a little bit. But for me, it's a PS4. Sony, if you're listening and you want to send me a new one, please do. Now for our last question of the day. Oh my goodness. The last question. What do you like about social media and how do you use it personally? Pete does tweet occasionally, and I do get on social media once in a while. I need to figure out this whole Instagram phenomenon. But obviously, I use it to just keep track of things, keep my family informed of things. And how do we use it professionally? Obviously, this is one way we're going to try to use it professionally, and that's to reach out, right? Social media to me is a way to engage with people, a way to get some feedback, try to keep things positive. But for us, in using it professionally, what I want to do is reach out to you as our students, get some of your feedback, and so we can answer some of your questions. Because here in housing, I think it's important that you know that we care about you before you even care what we know, right? So we want you to know that we care about you, and then we want to engage with you. And then through that engagement, we actually hope that we can educate each other. So moving forward, I want you to send me your questions, right? Or we can't engage. And how are we going to do that? We're going to do that at hashtag Ask Pete from Housing. What was that again? Ask Pete from Housing. So if you send us something, hashtag Ask Pete from Housing, we will get those questions and we'll put them together, and then we'll try to answer 2 or 3 of those questions. When we have a guest, I want you to use that hashtag Ask Pete from Housing and send us those questions you'd like us to ask our guests. Our first guest, I think, is probably going to be Jeff Yon, Executive Director of Dining Services. But again, Coach Lunsford, we'd like to talk to you. So otherwise, just want to sign off today and say thanks, Eagle Nation. Let's all be kind and be grateful. So I want to thank you again for watching this segment of This Week with Pete. Thanks for watching. And again, don't forget that if you want to ask us questions at Ask Pete from Housing. Hashtag Ask Pete from Housing. Thank you so much for watching.